Hey, what's up guys, TotallyDubbed here, and today I'm just going to show you a bug or a little problem that I've noted with SteelSeries software. So, as you can see over here, I've got the Logitech G710 Plus mechanical keyboard with the software which is attached to it. Over here I've got the Anker 8000 DPI mouse, which has also got its software, and over here I've got a disconnected Sensei Raw heat orange, and I've got an Apex colored keyboard over here. So what I want to show you is that when I plug in the keyboard into a USB 2.0 port, these two, the keyboard and mouse, are both plugged into a 2.0 port. Basically, if I plug this into a 2.0 port, there's no problems, but as soon as I plug in the Sensei Raw, there's a problem. So just to show you the softwares as well, as you can see over there, you've got the SteelSeries one on the left and the Logitech one on the right. So you're going to see the SteelSeries one is going to have some problems, but more so I want you to note what happens to my keyboard and software. So what I'm going to do now is first of all plug in my keyboard, that is the SteelSeries keyboard. So as you can hear, it's connected. As you can see, the lights came on, and I'll just point you up over there. The software picks up the keyboard and makes it work perfectly. So just to demonstrate something else, I can go on a Word document. I can use my mouse. As you can see, I can type, or usually I can type with my Logitech keyboard, and usually I can type with this as well. But right now, as you can see, I'm typing with my Logitech keyboard. This last time it worked, for some reason it's not working now. But as you can see, my Logitech keyboard is completely irresponsive. Nothing is working, I can't do anything, but the shortcuts work for some reason, so I have no idea why. But anyway, that is something, just, I don't know, something is conflicting basically between this. So now the Logitech keyboard is not going to work properly until I restart the PC. But now I'm going to disconnect the SteelSeries keyboard. As you can see, the lights went off. I'm going to connect the Sensei Raw. Now when I connect the Sensei Raw, you're going to start seeing this problem. So can you see right now my Logitech G710 Plus is flashing, my Anker mouse is flashing, and the Sensei mouse isn't even working. As you can see, there is no response right there. I just want to show you something. As you can see, I'm just going to leave it like that so you guys can see. The mouse is being picked up by the SteelSeries software, but the mouse is completely irresponsive. As you can see, there's nothing working right there, and my mouse and keyboard are completely irresponsive as well, so nothing works. So this is quite a flaw in my opinion, and I think it's to do with the SteelSeries software. The reason why I'm saying it's the SteelSeries software is simply because there is two softwares over here. That's the Anker software and the Logitech software, which are both being affected, and therefore the communication with the driver is not going down properly. So if I unplug the SteelSeries, which I've unplugged right now, the Logitech and the Anker still have a problem. So the only way to rectify it is to unplug, say for example, my Anker mouse, and plug it in another port, for example a USB 3.0 port, and usually it works. So it just depends on, there you go, as you can see, it plugged in USB 3.0. It's installing driver software, and let's give it some time. There we go. Now I've got my mouse back in control, and now what I'm going to do is restart my PC. And what you'll see now is that my Anker mouse will work perfectly fine and my keyboard will work fine, but as you can see, the SteelSeries things are both disconnected completely. I have also enabled ERP in the BIOS. ERP basically is power to USB. I've enabled that, and unfortunately that hasn't helped me at all. It's something to do with the ports. That's my guess, because what I'm going to show you guys now is well, hopefully this is going to work, but the Sensei mouse is going to be plugged into a USB 3.0 port, and hopefully it should work there. So I'm going to close the SteelSeries Software, and just showing you guys, hopefully you can see that I'm actually typing and it's actually working right there. So it does work. So the keyboard does work as it is. Let me just open up a Word document just to double check. There we go. As you can see, I am typing stuff. I'm just going to zoom in so you guys can see. There you go. So you guys can see that the Logitech keyboard is working again. So now what I'm going to do is close this Word document and plug in the Sensei Raw in a USB 3.0 at the back of my computer. So what you're going to be able to see now is my Sensei Raw is now turned on. And you can see over there, it's just got a little pop-up right there. It says Sensei Raw connected. Just going to move this keyboard out the way. And I'm going to use my mouse, my anchor mouse, which you can see, hopefully, on the screen that my mouse is moving. Show you there, as you can see. And you can also see that my Sensei Raw is working there as well. And that the keyboard is also working. So there's some sort of conflict which is going on here. I have no idea what it is, but basically if you want your Logitech / Anchor / I guess any other brand to work with your SteelSeries, for example your SteelSeries mouse, you're going to want to make sure that you plug it into a different port. Preferably a USB 3.0 port, or just a different port located somewhere else on your motherboard. So I have 4 ports which are grouped together on my Asus Sabertooth Z77, and when I plug it in any of those, when these are connected all together, some problem occurs. But if I plug one of these in the front port, the front USB 2.0 port, I have no problems. Or if I plug these one or the other in a 3.0 port at the back of my PC, which is located underneath these 2.0 ports, I have no problem. So it's something to do with the communication between a USB, and basically the Sensei Raw mouse causes problems, and so does the keyboard. So all I want to say is I've just wanted to log this down so people can see this issue, that you're not the only one out there. I saw a post on the Logitech Forums, someone saying, oh, I've got my Logitech G7 Plus, it's causing these flickering issues when I have my Sensei Raw. Well, it's not actually Logitech's fault, it's actually SteelSeries' fault. It's got to be their SteelSeries engine software, which is something at fault. I have no idea what it is, but there's a certain problem which is conflicting there, which I find a little bit poor from SteelSeries, being a huge company for peripherals and whatnot, especially pro MLG things like that out that they have. It's a little bit a shame that you have these problems. But anyway, long story short, guys, I just wanted to show you this problem, and seeing if you can rectify it. You can try and sort it out in a certain way, which is a quite easy fix. There's no need to bother around registry or BIOS or anything like that, because in my honest opinion that doesn't work. But just plugging in a different USB port, different type port, seems to work. So anyway, guys, hopefully you've enjoyed this video. Hopefully it's been useful to you, and this definitely does log down the issue on the interwebs. Alright guys, Totally Dubbed out. Bye bye.